Hey y'all, it's Indigo here. Wanted to make another of these how-to videos, just something quick that you can reference on how to counter what with what. And this will be how to counter a GG with a relic'd Watt with the EP team, and I'll go ahead and show you two variants. The first variant that you can see here in this clip is EP lead with the full trio, Traya, Scion, and Nihilus, and then I have Thrawn as the fifth. And you could also use Bastila Fallen if you wanted to, but Thrawn will work just fine, so we'll go ahead and use him because that's the clip that I have for you. So the first step that's really important is at the start of the battle, Watt's going to give out a tech, and then your Thrawn should be going fairly quickly. And what you want to do is not fracture, but you want to turn meter swap to Traya. That needs to be your first move, and don't misclick and accidentally click someone else, or you're going to be in trouble. So you turn meter swap over to Traya, and that way she can go and she can put isolate on Magna, because that's usually who Watt ends up giving the taunt to. And you want Magna isolated, that way his taunt won't get in your way of killing B2. So now that we have Magna isolated, it's kind of business as usual. You just go with everybody else, whoever's turn it happens to be. Here it was Scion. He went and did his AoE, popped everybody out of stealth. Now I got EP's turn. And you do want to get shock on B2. It's important. It stops the bonus turn meter gain, so it works like days. But I went for the stun here, and I was able to get a couple stuns. Got one on Grievous, got one on Watt. You definitely don't want him to get that third tech out, the weapons tech, because that'll either go on B1 or it'll end up going on Grievous. And if they get it, I mean, that could wreck your day. So it's important to try to stun him and take him out as quick as possible. Here now it's Thrawn's turn, so here you can actually choose to go ahead and fracture someone, and I'm going to use it on B2 just to fracture him, make sure that he doesn't gain any turn meter, he can't do anything, and also to do more damage since it does multiple hits. You want to take B2 out as soon as you can, but you don't want to kill him straight away like you would if you were using Jedi, if that makes sense. Because the goal is to whittle him down, but then you want Annihilate to come up and annihilate Grievous and then start doing the final hits on everybody. So that's kind of what you want to do here. You can see Nihilus has one more turn until his Annihilate's up. So I'm just kind of biding my time here. I don't want Watt to go. I've got shocks on him. I'm trying to use ability blocks effectively so that he doesn't go and put another tech out and do anything. We use Thrawn to shoot him since he's ability blocked. He'll be stunned, and that's fine. Then you don't have to worry about him going and healing anyone up or putting out that third tech. So he's stunned, and B2 you can see has shock on him, and now Annihilate's up. And it's important that no other droids are marked, because as long as they're not marked, you can see I can just annihilate Grievous here. Now with him gone, it gets a lot easier. You don't have to worry about actually losing the match. The only thing you worry about at this point is minimizing your banner loss if this is like GAC. It's less important in TW where you just have to make sure everybody's alive. But this is taken from GAC. And so you want to try and make sure that everybody has full health and that their protection is topped up as much as possible. It's very difficult to get a full 60 banners on this team, but it can be done. And you can at least get, 57 or 58 banners comparable to, say, a Jedi team on a standard Grievous comp. But this takes them out even if they have a relic'd Watt, which is a huge pain and can make the Grievous team much, much tougher, and your Jedi would actually lose. This team will get the job done. So you can see it's just cleanup now. Magna's still there, but he's stunned. B2 is stunned. Still keep the isolate on Magna. You just don't want his taunt going off and stealing your focus away. I had Annihilate up again, so I just annihilated B2. I'm not sure if the Annihilate would work on B1 and get rid of him completely, or if it would just take off stacks. It really doesn't matter. You can just do enough attacks on B1 and take him down that way. And when you use Traya's big hit, that actually counts as 3 hits. It takes off 24 stacks on B1, so that's something to keep in mind. And now we're just cleaning up Magna, and you can see again there's no danger of losing this match. It's just a matter of taking him out and also trying to throw some turn meter and top up protection where it's needed. And you can keep complete control of the final bits of this match with fracture, stun, shock, things like that. So there we go. Clean up Magna, and it's good as done, and that's a tough team to take out. You do have to burn some good stuff, but they don't all have to be high relic'd on your end. You can definitely do it with Gear 12 as long as you know what you're doing. So 56 banners there. Alright, this next comp is a little bit different. You can see it's still using the EP lead, but here I use Vader, I use Nihilus, I use Bastila Fallen, and then I use Thrawn. So I think EP and Vader were both Gear 12 here, and my Thrawn, Bastila, and Nihilus, of course, are 13. I've seen it done before with only the Bastila Fallen at Gear 13 and everybody else Gear 12, and it will work. And the key is having Bastila Fallen makes EP a bit more tanky, and she gives a potency bonus if you have the Zeta on her, and the fact that she lays down all the debuffs that she does helps to get that turn meter train going. So it works in a similar fashion, but here you're going to use Fracture a lot more for control. You don't have the luxury of Isolate from like you would if you had Traya there. So you're going to utilize Fracture and Shock a lot more. And it's important to keep everybody shocked, especially B2. You don't want him gaining that bonus turn meter. Again, that's going to wreck your day if he gets to go and do barrages on everybody and take their protection and health down. So you don't want that. One other tool you do have when you have Bastila Fallen in there, all her debuffs, but then she can also use her lightning to either put up shock, or she can zap somebody who's already shocked to do a significant amount of health damage to everyone. So here we are just trying to stun him, keep him shocked, and take out Watt. But I got him down into the red. You can see I was thinking about if I wanted to take him out. Grievous is stunned right there. So I thought, I could take him out and not have to worry about him anymore. But I waited. I didn't want to take Watt out. I knew that Annihilate was going to come up soon, and that's really what you want to do is annihilate Grievous first, and then you don't have to worry about the big hits from anybody. So I fractured Grievous, and then right after that, Annihilate came. So I just took him out right then and there. Now I can safely take out Watt and not have to worry about that he's going to heal anybody up. He can't bring Grievous back, but you don't want to take out B2 and have him bring B2 back. That definitely will not help you at all. So got rid of Watt there. Now I'm working on the stacks on B1. You can see the other two are under control because they're stunned. So just worrying about the one that can actually do me damage. And everybody else is, they're healed. They're missing some protection, but they're all well alive and doing good. So everything's good there. Now it's all about minimizing the banners that you lose from the AoE damage that B1 does. I think that's the biggest threat, aside from Grievous, is the fact that B1 will go and do damage to everybody, and that's going to take off, 5 banners in a GAC scenario. Just something to keep in mind if you're worried about banner efficiency. If you're only worried about getting through, this team is nice because it will allow you to save Traya and Scion if you're going up against a person that typically sets their geos and use those two there. So that's 2 different comps, and you can vary them up a little bit depending on what you're comfortable with. Hopefully this video will help you. and you can use it to reference if you come up against a GG Watt team in the future and need to take it out. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.